We are doing Ralfy here, Ralfy Customs. We're on our dens built pretty much. Let's do it. Time for the Burton Lazars traffic report. There is, I don't know if they come and pick it up, there's some headlights about a mile away coming down the lane, so yeah, chock-a-block. So, the new switches come. No. I just got a 2-post. Where are you? Focus. Just got 2 posts. It's only on off. We don't need this 3. And I believe that we have got. Oh, I'm probably wrong actually. I thought we might have a spade connector. Like this teeny weeny one, but I think that even my teeny weeny one is too big, so we're gonna have to solder, aren't we? So we're gonna solder new wire. We'll replace this. Look, it's got a joint here, which is fair enough, but it's soldered there. Look, where you focus? Soldered there, and then it's got a joint there. And then it plugs onto that there. So this wire's in fucking 1, 2, 3 bits. So we'll fuck that all off and we'll just have one connector there. And this one will have a connector there, like so. I'm gonna have to solder it up. We've got a soldering iron warming up. I'll get that done off camera. And then we can get that switch fitted. What I'm going around the houses to say is that the hole was massive. This switch is the same size as the one that's come off, and it's fucking, it's like a fucking cock up a shirt sleeve, as Max would say. So I'm really tempted. You know what I'm thinking, don't you? I'm thinking get a bit of steno. It only needs to be a bit bigger than that hole. Get a piece of steno. Get over to the lathe and machine yourself up something nice. That's what I'm thinking. Righto, so we're going to turn this down to 14. So I might be able to go a bit faster than that. Let's go up a gear. Bear with. Middle. Here we go. See what this does. Well, 14 mil. So we'll touch on. We'll have a quick clean up pass. Oh, wow. No wrong with that. It only wants to be 3 mil long, the whole thing, so that's plenty there. Right, let's have a quick measure. 15.2. So X 15.2. Oh, 0. Then we want it 14, so we'll take half off. Now we've got 14.5. Yeah, no, that's lovely. Like that. And we'll come back and we'll take it down to 14, which is there. This is lovely and gentle work, this is. Right. Now, we'll touch on that face. Like so. 0. And we want this down 2 mil. Have a look. 2 mil that way down to N. So we'll just go 20,000 cuts, 2 mil, which is not much more than that. Yeah. So down to there. Down to there. And the last one at 10. Excuse me. Fucking cold. And 2. And that is pretty much that done. It just needs that hip taken off and 6 mil, I believe it is. So this a bit fast again. Get this out of the way. Come in with a sensor drill. Here we go. Scream if you want to go faster. Just get us started, like so. Proper action man engineering, this is. No, not quite. I'm looking at fucking horology, believe it or not. Watchmaking. Let me go and find a 6 mil drill bit. Go then, 6 mil bit. We only need it in 3 mil, don't we? So let's just check it out instead of that planning. I'll try and break that edge with a tool. Oh, yeah. Why does that work? And again, we'll give this a nice stress up. Now we need to part it off with a 1 mil on there, like so. It's really interesting, isn't it? Slow this fucker down. Cutting that off. Let's have a look. So we will just scratch on this edge. There, and then we'll move 1 mil, which is there. That's it. That's the bit we want. But that's my little file. Just need to dress that up. That's not right. We've gone off the wrong edge. Bear with. Fuck off. Fuck me. That would be wrong, wouldn't it? I would have to make another one. Right, start again. So we'll find that edge, look, by feeling it. There we go. Zero that. Move that 1 mil, which is there. And try again. Actually cutting off the part that we want, like. It's always better. Dress that edge. And here we go. And then, baby. Boom. There we go. So that, once it's cooled down, I'll just rub it on some emery. I'll break the chip off, rub it on some emery, give it a nice scuffed finish, like nice brushed finish. That's the word. And Bob's your auntie. Right, so there you go. That's that little bushing. That sits in that hole. There, look. Yeah, you cannot really show it very well, but it does. Sits in that hole. And the switch mounts on that. So instead of rattling around in that gaping hole in the fucking side of the bracket there, it's now got its own little stainless bush. So we soldered them and heat shrinked. And we changed these connectors for soldered ons instead of crimped ons. So they're crimped and soldered, if it'll focus. There you go. And they actually snap on to connectors, so they don't pull off. They've got a little dimple in that holds true light. These are all right, but I'm not a fan. It's insulation I don't like. I'll often strip these back and solder them on, and then heat shrink them, which I like a lot more than that. But there you go. So we've changed the wiring, we've changed the connectors. We just need to tape it up a little bit. And Bob should be your answer. Let's have a quick look, shall we? So keys in and on. Oh, lights on. Let's work this switch, bear with. Lights on, lights off, just parking light comes on. Side lights on all the time. On, off, on, off. Yeah. So yeah, we're all good now there. Problem number 2. All of this and a little more was in the back of the big old headlight. This shell here, look. There, look. In there. We ain't got that, are we? Because we're changing the headlight to this lovely little bagged up, not in that way, black LED number. So all of this latching relay and the wiring from the switch gear, etc., has now got to be down here. So I'm going to have to make up a loom or chop them back or something. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these back to source, chop this out like that, and extend these. It's just that wire, isn't it? That's just that one and that one. That's an earth. Yeah, I'm not showing you very well. This is an earth, I think. And that one is the feed. And then we've got high and low. Go with the separate ways. Go from here, look, onto the light. Which, now we're on LED. We don't need such heavy duty cable because it don't draw so much current. But it's still quite chunky coming out the back of this. So we need to work out, extend those down, I think. I don't want to wire it in so you can't fucking, I could do, I suppose, but I don't want to wire it in solid state like. I want it to be, you can unplug it and plug it back in. So I need to make a loom up that runs from the headlight area down into here and relocate this relay. And that's your fucking lot. That's next on the agenda then, isn't it? Okie fucking dokie. So, now to the untrained eye, it might look like it's still a lot of a mess, but it's not. Well, a bit of a mess. But we sorted out the headlight. We had to change, but oh fucking hell. I had to put an insert in the mounting because it wouldn't take the bolt that's countersunk under there. That I'm struggling to show you. This. Yeah, and obviously I didn't want to fuck about with the yokes because they're finished like, so that was quite entertaining. But that's all working. We've got the Clicktronic on and we've mocked it up and that's all working. So I'll get that mounted into place and wired in properly. And then the only other thing left to wire in is the speedometer when it comes. It's not here yet, so we won't be doing that just yet. Also worth note is winter time is upon us. So the old gas stove's gone away and we're back on the spirit burners. Happy days. I will have, not ye old yam, that's just an empty tin. I will have bacon cob in the morning, but I'm on lunch at the minute, which is microwaving. Leftover fucking roast pork, potatoes, and I've put some beans in. Why not? Living the dream. Hey, living the dream. Just because we've not had one, I don't think this video, we are showing that we're at 4 degrees or 38 or whatever it is in bananas. So there you go. There's this cardboard, look. Cardboard, it's not a board. And it's not made of cardboard. And of course, stickers are just all over the boxes. Thank you everyone. I really appreciate every single sticker. So if you got one and you want to send it me, we'll do a swap. Right, so we've got the old blower on because it is fucking twatting cold, and we're trying to fix these indicators that they're supposed to be self-adhesive, but they're not. I stuck this one on last night, brand new, it's fell off. So I'm going to have to silicone it and tape it, and then leave it 24 hours. So I'll fix the other one on that's in a bag somewhere. Here we go. I'll get this fixed on and get this wired up. I'll clean these surfaces off with acetone, so there's no greaserate on there. We'll put a couple of dabs of black silicone on there, and then a bit of masking tape, and 24 hours later they should be good as gold. And the bacon's on the spirit stove, homemade of course, not the bacon, the spirit stove. So it's too cold for gas. These gas bottles just freeze up now as soon as I start running them, so we're on the spirit stove. Right, they're all mummied up, look. I'm working, all wired in. I've not finished the wiring, I've not covered the loom, I've not clipped it up. 2 reasons. I've got to fit the speedo, so that's going to be interesting because the fuck's for know where it mounts. I know he's got this ball that he wanted to keep for something, for his sat-nav or something. We'll have to see what happens with the speedo, where that's going to go. So we'll see. And then I can, once that's wired in, I can tidy the wires up and clip them up properly. And we've got these two, the alternator, charging wire, regulator rectifier, and the rear brake light are going to run up this tube and into the loom, like so, sort of thing. So yeah, that's that. So we're going to fit this master cylinder, and it's fucking locked up solid, like the plunger's gone in and stayed in, and I had a right fucking ball ache stripping it apart. But what I'll do, I'll give everything a clean with brake cleaner. The seal looks good. I think it was just gunked up, so we'll maybe Scotch-Brite this piston a little bit, and then we've got this spacer that was fucking lodged in solid, so we'll hit that with a wire brush and give a bit of red lithium to the movements, to this seal and everything that goes in after it. So basically this has got a big spring and then this plastic bush, and then that's the seal. So when you press the pedal, that goes into this body, and the sides spread out and push the fluid out the bottom hole, which works your brakes, and then the spring should return it, but it wasn't. Yeah, there's a bit of detritus in there. And this lets fluid backwards and forwards. It's got holes in, look, so it can draw more from the reservoir. And when it comes back, the sides of this seal collapse. The sides of that rubber squash in, so they let fluid into this bit, ready for another bite of the apple, like, through those holes. That keeps the fluid from coming out to the outside world. And that spacer there keeps everything tight with a fucking circlip. It was proper solid. So, like I said, I'll give it a quick service. I've not got a new seal for it, and a new any seal kit or anything for it, but I don't think it needs it. I think it'll be fine. I think it was just fucking old Father Time's got in there, like. Yeah, ta-da! There we have it, look. And it works, look, it actions. Look, fucking boingy boingy. No fluid in it, or a fucking line attached, like, up the back here, but there you go, you can see it fucking working. And this pedal is almost infinitely adjustable via that configuration. Those 3 Allen bolts can be moved around into the backing plate in loads of different positions. So I've just set it I like, because there's a board here, isn't there? I think we'll get the exhaust on next, because that's going to be in the way. This will be in the way if I fit the footboard. So get the exhaust on, this front exhaust. I've got to put the back wheel in at some stage, but I can't find this fucking slider that belongs there. I might have to modify this one. Now we can fit, I've fitted the, let's have a look, where are we at? So, we've got exhaust, front exhaust. You love that. Front footboard for our dent. Now we'll come around the other side and we're fitting this plate for the footboard and the side stand. And if you remember, I had to make these wedges up because someone had put packers in, like washers, stacks of washers under the bottom to give the side stand more of an angle, so the bike didn't fall over, like, you know. So I made up some nice aluminium spacers that I've now got the fucking socket stuck on. I'll get that off camera and get this on, get the lock nuts on the back and put the footboard on. Exhaust number 2 on lock. That middle section's looking about there, isn't it? Greasy fucking mark on there. Greasy mark on the points cover. We'll give that a quick polish. So yeah, we've fitted both footboards, we've fitted both exhausts, we've fitted the Clicktronic. Fucking works good. Tried it. Not sure how easy neutral is going to be to find, but then it never is on these. So that's all right. I think I'm going to have to fit the back wheel, which I've been putting off. So there you go. So we're just fitting the rear caliper, and there ain't enough clearance to get the fucking bolt in. Just a bit tight, so I'm just machining the head down on the old Atlas. I say the old like it's a bad thing, or a good, I don't know, it is old, and that is a good thing. So I can get in there to break that edge. Now hopefully that's given us enough clearance on the frame. And there we go, look. It's just enough clearance to get that started without fouling on the frame now, so we can pop that in there. In the jolly old billet brake hanger. That one gets a proper tighten. And so does the other one, actually. I don't know why I said that. There you go, so I've got a special one in the bottom, just missed the frame. The thought of taking the rear wheel out was just horrendous because, yeah, as I'm sure you will appreciate, that's not a task that's always easy on your own, you know, when you've got a bike up on the ramp. So, on the bench, like, so I've strapped it down. I've got a strap on, just to make sure, like. There you go, back wheel in. We're getting there. Back mudguard, front mudguard, front wheel. The pile of bits has diminished. There's the front wheel. Throttle, front brake, seat, coil. And don't think we're having that mount. Please tell me we're not. We're not having that headlight. I'll have a look in there and see what the hardware is that's in there. Get it onto this bench live because we're about there. I do have to make an head steader, which is probably going to be tomorrow, like next working day action, because I'm fucking freezing. But we're about there, you know, it's almost a bike now, isn't it? If I had a front wheel in, I could put it on the ground, but I don't want to because I'm not grovelling around on my hands and knees like some urchin. Alright, so if you're listening, I've just had that Nige GS1000 chop pop in. I gave him the wrong number. I wrote it down wrong like a dickhead, so he's not been able to get in touch. There you go. So yeah, back wheels in. Chain's kind of tensioned. I need to sort this bottom roller out. I'm not keen with the design of it, like, but I'm not marrying it. And it is what it is. You know, it works. It's not on my brief, governor. Not on my pay scale. But we're almost there, aren't we? You know what I mean? There's a rear fender. Man, back mudguard's got to go on. And get fitted up. And then we're just the front end away, really. And a few other bits and bobs, so we're cooking on gas. And while we're down here, look, I spot the difference. See, billet discs have a different fitting than the standard. I rattled these on early doors, like when I first started the job, and made a note that I need to change them out. So now I've the pleasure of going round, undoing them all, and swapping them out for these button heads, like. So it's shiny city down here, isn't it? So we've stripped the front wheel stop and the clamp off the bench, because she's a long one. She won't fit on else. I'm considering getting one of them lock, you know, like you have in the back of a van when you roll up to it like a choc lock thing and it swivels and locks the front wheel. I'm considering getting one of them and welding it on the front of that light to give me some extra length. What do you reckon? Answers on a postcard to the usual. Anyway, let's see if we can't get this front wheel in. I know I've got to change the disc bolts the same as the rear. Now on order. I've not got them yet, but I can change them once it's fitted. I'm pretty fucking sure. In fact, I know I can. There's enough room in there. Oh, is there now? I'm fucking doubting. Maybe not then. Maybe we need to wait for them bolts. Because the forks are going to be in the way, aren't they? Bugger. Well, that's about going to wrap it up, I reckon. I'm waiting for the front wheel bolts, disc bolts. I don't want to put the paintwork on. I could put the rear. Yeah, fuck it. Let's get the rear mudguard on, eh? Sod the expense. And we can get that wired in. Can't do the speedo because that's not come yet, although it's on order. Same with the bolts, not come yet. It's like December's shocking for deliveries. So get the paintwork on the back. I'm not fitting the tank because we're doing wiring. I'm not fitting the front mudguard because I'm going to do it after I fit the wheel because I've got to fuck about air light. So happy days. There we have it, look. Hallelujah. Brothers and sisters. Fucking hell, man. It's wild, isn't it? So, let's see what happened here. Yeah. Works. I bet the other side fucking works. Oh, wrong one. Dickhead every time. Yeah, works. Front works. So I can't test brake light because we've got no brake lines on and they're both hydraulic, but that, my friends, is all fitted up. Do the lights go out? Does the back light go out when I put the headlights on? No change. Sorted. So yeah, there you go. You know, ducking and diving, bit of this, bit of that, mostly on our Densby. It never surprises, never fails to surprise me. That's it. How long these things take, like, they come apart much easier than they go back together, especially when you're altering a few bits along the way. So, as always, it just leaves me to thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up. Please consider giving me a sub, wherever it is. Hit that bell and then you'll get alerts, you'll get updates regular and all that shizzle. Check out my friends and merchandise in the description below. And I'll catch you on the next one. Lots of love, everyone. See you soon.